Hello my friends, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to this week's Sketch Sunday, and welcome to a little bit of an update on August's collection Obsession. So last month, as you know, I used the 49 and Market Vintage Artistry Everywhere, and I got, was it seven or eight layouts done, and I so enjoyed working with that collection. And when I did my wrap up, we went through the leftovers together, and I really did have quite a bit left. So this collection is really going a long way, and I asked you for your input as to whether I should just continue on with that collection this month, and the majority of you said yes. You know, we'd love to see how many layouts you can actually get with that collection. So that is what we are doing, and I do have still quite a bit left. I have not used that one full pattern paper left. I've got lots of these scraps. This full half sheet, you'll see in a moment that I used the other full half sheet that I had. I have the essentials left. I really do have a lot and a lot of the rub-ons. So today's sketch was chosen by Sandra, and it's a page map sketch. And if you look at it, I guess it's an 8.5 by 11, but I brought it back to the 12 by 12. And I'm going to do a share today because I got this layout done while I was watching some tennis yesterday. It is the National Bank Open. It used to be the Rogers Cup, and before that it was the Canadian Open. So we actually, between Montreal and Toronto, we have a Masters 1000 tournament, and they alternate between the women and the men between the two cities. So this year the women are in Montreal and the men are in Toronto. So here is my layout. Now, as I said, I brought it back to a 12 by 12 so that you can see that I have a lot more space over on the right-hand side and a little bit more over on the left-hand side. I used one of the essential sort of from the Essentials collection, from the Everywhere collection. It was a very, very dark blue, and it's beautiful, but I wanted to bring a little bit of pop and contrast, so I went in and got my Crafters Workshop stencil, one of my two recent favorites, and I think I owe somebody, I think I owe one of my lovely subbies, one of you lovely people, an answer on the radar one. I don't know, did I answer that question or not? I'm going to go back and check. Anyway, this one is the Crafters Workshop. I used some of my white light molding paste, just a little bit, you know, willy-nilly here and there all over the background paper. I then used one of the 6 by 12 sheets that I had left, meaning, you know, half of a 12 by 12. And I'll put my wrap-up video back either up here in the corner or as the video at the end here if you want to go back and sort of see a little bit more of the layouts that I've already got done with this collection, as well as a more detailed look at the leftovers. So I got the background paper down, and then this here, you can see I'm still working with the packaging sort of paper, and I use these squares up at the top and the scallop, my scallop punch here and down here. Now this in the end is an afterthought, so I'll come back to it in a moment. So I got that down, and I guess it sticks out a little bit more than it does in the sketch, and I didn't go quite to the end because I really wanted the stenciling to show. So I got that down, got my photos down. I used some scraps. And this, actually, the first layer here was from the cut apart sheet here that I used. And I did actually cut apart the insides of this lovely frame. And I got that down. Then the X's, on the background here, the white and navy blue, similar to this one, but in the white and navy blue, and a little bit of the lime green, because I really wanted to sort of bring that out. There's a very, very little bit here, and just a touch down here, and I wanted to bring that out a little bit and put some pops of that lime green in this layout as well, so that we have the blue. We have lots of color going on here, but I find it sort of all complements. They all complement one another, and it in the end, I really do like the look of this layout. So in this area here, I stayed fairly close to the sketch. Some Nicole Jones 911 doilies that I fussy cut. Then I punched again in the packaging, another bit of these 2x2 squares. I punched out some circles in 1 3/8 inches. I distressed these circles to give a little bit more interest, because the colors, of course, do sort of melt, I guess, into this background here. So I wanted a little bit of added interest, and I didn't want to ink my edges, nor did I feel like outlining. I really just wanted this to be a little bit more subdued in that area. So I just did a little bit of distressing. This one is popped up on foam. Use the chipboard from the collection. So here, photo op. Then just layered these circles here, another chipboard piece, another chipboard piece. So a little bit of extra dimension and texture here from the distressing. Another bit of doily, this time in the lime green, to bring that up here. So I have the lime green, and the lime green down here. Used one of the doilies here and another chipboard piece here. So sight to see, photo op. These could act as titles. Now, if you look at the sketch, the title is actually there. So we could definitely call that. This is just a fun photo of Joey and Adela, his oldest. And I think it was sort of a little bit of a pose. And I just think it is so fun. And you can see they actually added the little eyes on the photo. So I just a fun sort of whimsical photo, and I love it. So I got that there. This one is going to go into Adela's album, because then in the family album, I have sort of like a double page where there's a family photo of them in Tropea, this photo, and then one of Joey and Julia as well. So this is going to go into Adela's album. Again, one of those circles, the chipboard piece here, and this little quarter. So this is where I deviate a little bit. You can see that on the sketch, there are sort of some journaling lines or strips of pattern paper. That's not what I wanted to do. I don't do any journaling in either the family album, Julia's or Adela's. I leave that up to them. If they do want to do a little bit of journaling, she could do it here, along the side. There are other, even here, if she wanted to journal in white, if they so choose to journal. Pop this up on foam, because this really was in the same color tones as this back piece here, the larger piece of pattern paper. So I popped this up, another chipboard. One of my last lovely wood cameras from Chadney. I need to get more of those. I love these and use them so much. And then I looked at the sketch and I realized that there was a little bit of the scallop border down here as well. So I decided to come and do that and bring a little bit more of that lime green. Embrace the detours. I'm not sure this was actually a detour, but I sort of like the shape and the color, and it's just a fun little addition to the page. So there you go, my friends, this week's Sketch Sunday. So everybody who is playing along is linked down below, of course, as is the case every week. And we will be back with another Sketch Sunday next week, my friends. So next week, I think we're combining it. Is next week the third Sunday? I think it is. So it will be, is it? It will be Stretch the Sketch. I think so. Yes, it will. I will see you then next week with another Sketch Sunday, Stretch the Sketch, and all of my friends. Thanks for being here. Bye for now, my friends.